I didn't see you there. My name is Mason. I'm the president of the International Lampoon. You've caught us on our film day, which is apparently set in 1985. We're the news division of the Lampoon, and we want to make sure that top quality news is just funny enough to listen to. That script isn't ready yet, but if you're curious, look up the Cosmic Pretzel. As a disclaimer, we at the Lampoon do not advise that you do the Cosmic Pretzel, but it would blow your fucking mind. For our first story, we want to warn you about the dangers of AI. Now, this is not my friend from English class, Mr. AI, but artificial intelligence. And I would argue that all intelligence is artificial, given that it's made up from your own experiences, which are man-made. But my researcher reassures me that this is just a bunch of techno bullshit. According to the Daily Mail, booksellers and online retailers like Amazon are being inundated with books written by AI, which obviously presents a algorithm bias and takes away from real authors. But it's not all bad. Take a look.
Hi, welcome to Hoopla's Author of the Week Spotlight, where we show off one of our most recent top-rated authors. This week, we'll be introducing you to Lane Smith, an independent author and publisher with a user rating of 5 stars. Smith is an ambitious new author, publishing her first book only last week and releasing 32 more since. What a superstar! She also values personal privacy, having no social media or public presence outside of her publications. In fact, we cannot even reach her to comment on this Author of the Week spotlight, but that's okay, because we understand the value of work-life balance. Smith's top book, B Sharp, is a thrilling mystery following a saxophonist by day and detective by night as he stops crime in the city of Mobile. It yields a 5-star rating with raving reviews. Casey Jones says, "This is an excellent read with intriguing and relatable characters with a thrilling and engaging plot." Bella_19 writes, "I am pretty? Lincoln by 0. Wow, Bella really seemed to enjoy B Sharp. Another one of Smith's books, Queer Eye for the Dead Guy, also has excellent ratings and reviews. This story is a hilarious drama about a flamboyant homosexual man who inherits his father's funeral home. User 198352884 says, "Great work, a real page-turner." And James says, "Queer Eye for the Dead Guy is a compelling read that blends engaging storytelling, well-developed characters, and a plot that keeps you turning the pages. From the very first chapter, the author draws..." Yeah, I'm not reading all that. If these novels don't seem to spark your interest, don't worry. Lane Smith, a jack of all trades, has something for everyone. If you're a home cook, check out Henry VIII's Midnight Snack Cookbook, or Brewing Bird Beer for Beginners, where she explains the importance of gizzards to the fermentation process. Yum! Like romance? Relax with a copy of My Favorite Cousin, an inspiring tale showing us that blood really is thicker than water. For readers who enjoy a thrill with their favorite lifestyle celebrities, check out Martha Stewart's Murder Mystery and Paula Deen's Southern Fried Slaughter. If you're a wellness guru, read Daily Affirmations with Mr. T, Urine, Nature's Medicine, or Gentle Parenting Your Unwanted Child, complete with 50 ways to remind them of their worth. Looking for something educational? Try Smith's nonfiction works, including Betty Crocker's autobiography, 101 air purifier facts, and Humans Aren't Very Good Writers. Wow, we love her humble nature. Lane Smith even offers stories for your little ones, such as cartoonish creatures in the White House and Beppins in Love. So creative. What the hell is a Beppin? To check out Lane Smith's collection, visit Hoopla Digital Library. See you soon! Is it just me or does this author woman look weird to you?
How was that? I didn't see you there. I guess it's time for our opinion piece. The opinions expressed in this piece do not reflect the whole of the International Lampoon, but our opinion on politics will always be, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" Enjoy.
While establishment Democrats are fighting invertebrates over who has less spine, Trump is seeking to beat Obama's record number of executive orders. citing a frenzy in his first week, and he's yet to stop. We've heard it all, from Doge to the Gulf of America. This may all seem a bit overwhelming, but don't worry. The overwhelming nature is in keeping with the advice of Trump's closest advisors. Here's Steve Bannon back in 2019 before getting caught up in an Elon Musk lookalike competition.
Party is the media. And the media can only, because they're dumb and they're lazy, they can only focus on one thing at a time. All we have to do is flood the zone. Every day we hit them with 3 things. They'll bite on one and we'll get all of our stuff done. Bang, bang, bang. These guys will never be able to recover, but we gotta start with muzzle velocity. So it's gotta start, and it's gotta hammer, it's gotta muzzle velocity.
Now, we'll review a series of his executive orders so far and hear the viewpoints of only the most trusted voices on the matter. In an executive order aimed at restoring America's great names, Donald Trump has decided to rename Mount Denali to Mount McKinley and the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Now, what do our trusted debaters have to say on this subject?
Well, as someone raised around the panhandle her whole damn life, let me tell this here Gulf something directly. You will never be an American Gulf. Sorry, sweet cheeks, but you were born with the name you're founded with.
Comrade, I think we should respect the transition of our lovely Gulf Coast.
I'm not going to normalize your twisted agenda. She has and always will be a Gulf of Mexico. What's next? We rename Greenland Red, White, and Blue Land? And don't call me comrade until you joined a union, sir.
I was part of a union sorry, sister. But maybe not one you Americans like so much.
Sincerest apologies, comrade. Despite our disagreements, we must stand side by side to oppose the ruling class. That's why I voted for a nepotist billionaire from a coastal elite family in New York City.
No worries, comrade. One day you'll learn to vote for progressive lip service as our money is sent overseas to foreign wars.
Sorry, but as your host, I'm contractually obligated to break up this moment of class solidarity due to the elites that control me. Let's return to the other topics.
My bad. Now what did my proletarian brother have to say?
I think we're not looking outside the box. Every commune surrounding the Gulf is like our parent. We must talk to her and come to an understanding. Naming a Gulf based on only a single country is only encourages nationalism. But ignoring her desired change for identity is bigoted.
So we should kick her out the house?
No. We should combine the first letter of each commune encapsulating the Gulf. Cuba, USA, Mexico, to form the Gulf. Hold on. Something isn't right.
What's wrong? Is it about all this name change and nonsense just another distraction, like Steve Bannon said, to make people forget the new administration ain't lowering egg prices like they promised?
Not that. It's just the acronym would be referencing a certain word describing a certain reproductive substance.
You mean the guy your mom was swimming in last night?
Moving on. Some of the first few executive orders to reach President Trump's desk involve pulling America out of the Paris Climate Accords and allowing the drilling in Alaska. What do our debaters have to say about this?
I applaud Comrade Trump's betrayal of his fellow elites. Unleashing American energy on the ruling class through revolt is commendable.
No, sister. He wants to drill baby drill to lower gas prices.
Listen, I love paying less at the pump as much as the next guy, but if they try drilling near my Apalachicola River, there will be hell to pay. Keep it in Alaska where I don't gotta see
I
it.
disagree, sister. I think instead of drilling Alaska for oil, we should sell the territory back to the Russians as compensation if they end the war in Ukraine. As they say, kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
And where will we get our oil from? Certainly not my rivers.
Canada, when Chairman Trump liberates it from bourgeois control.
So then what? We can drill baby drill their natural resources? They'll just come from my rivers next. Why don't we grill, comrade grill, and eat up these bourgeois traders to evolve the climate revolution to establish an eco-fascist dictatorship of the proletariat?
For our last discussion, Trump signed an executive order establishing the Department of Governmental Efficiency, or DOGE. Yes, Elon, we heard the joke. Now, despite not being ratified by Congress or appropriated funds, DOGE has been slashing through government spending with reckless abandon. What do our debaters think?
Silly Trump. Doesn't he know that in order to dupe the masses who brought you into power in the first place by concentrating all the wealth and deciding where it goes to a select few, that you have to be a revolutionary turned corrupt autocrat first? Hold on.
Nah. I trust the wealthiest billionaire in the world to decide what happens to my tax dollars. He personally runs 3 companies while posting 100 times a day on Twitter. Talk about great time management. Trump's right. Elon's got this in the bag.
Sister, it's called X now. Please respect it for its preferred identity.
Only if I get to keep saying Gulf of Mexico.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but whatever suits you.
Back to topic, please. This isn't divisive enough.
Well, I for one am worried about an immigrant billionaire having so much access to our government and where our money goes.
All due respect, comrade, zip it. We're a nation of immigrants. It's what makes our country so great to begin with. I'm sure the profit incentive won't encourage Mr. Musk to exploit the government for all it's worth so he can profit while stripping it from the everyday American and leverage his ties against his corporate rivals. After all, he posts how he's for the people and loves freedom.
He is immigrant, yes, but he grew up in apartheid South Africa. Maybe he wants to cut the AI programs because he's racist and doesn't want to touch his billion-dollar contracts with the government. He is the richest man in the world after all. Maybe he just wants to extort us for more money.
Oh, he can't be racist. He voted for Obama. Besides, he already has so much dough anyway. I'm sure he's just as content with $400 billion today as he was with $2 billion back in 2012.
All right, folks, this is all we have for today. Remember to keep panicking and bend the knee to any sign of despair from your local news cycle.
After all, comrade, why wouldn't you want to spend your youth getting caught up over politicians who will be disposed of in the upcoming revolution anyway?
Or if you're of age, I can pour you a drink.
Or both.
We do not condone any violence or revolutionary acts on this program.
Oops. What? Oh. I didn't see you there. Let me read some headlines before we go. The tariffs went into effect today. If it looks like I'm happy, it's because I can still afford fruit at 5 o'clock on a Wednesday. Adidas sold its last Yeezy sneaker, wanting to put Kanye West controversies with the company to bed. It's really unfortunate because Elon is really trying to make Kanye cool again. That's not MAGA, that's MKCA, Macaca. The state of Florida has opened a criminal case against Andrew and Tristan Tate. It's nice to see that Florida will investigate sex criminals, but only if they have a podcast. The rest of the headlines, you've probably heard by now. We at the International Lampoon are committed to top quality journalism, and in that spirit, if there was a factual inaccuracy in this piece, please email us at interlampoon.com, and please like and subscribe. And follow us at INTL Lampoon FSU. Thank you so much for joining us.